We're going to talk about the equipment catalog in ShowBuilder. If you look at the libraries, you might have already done this. When you first start ShowBuilder, you can open a global database. ShowBuilder comes with a global master database that includes an address book and an equipment catalog. So first thing you're going to want to do is open global database and point to the database that was installed with ShowBuilder. And once you've done that, then you can look at the equipment catalog and the address book. So here's the equipment catalog. It's 11,000 items basically. Um, you can go through here and you can change anything you want. Now we can send updates to this information, but once you've changed it, now that's your information. So we can send updates. We'll update everything except what you have changed. Now, the hope is that you'll rarely go to the equipment catalog and address book here, because you'll kind of just do it as you build a show. If I go down here and when I'm looking at my model numbers, well, these are all coming from the equipment catalog. So like this C393, if I click the three dots, here's the information from the equipment catalog, and I can update it here. 393BA will say. Now all of them are going to change to the new name. So if I change that back, then they all change back. Now, one thing that's interesting with the equipment catalog is we also keep track of the connections for a device. So let's say here's an O1V. So I'm going to just add an O1V to my show. Now if I look at the catalog information, well, down here I have all the connections for an O1V. Well, when I drop an O1V into my show, it automatically adds the connections for the O1V. And these connections you can update as well. Now, if I need to add a piece of equipment to the equipment catalog, something that's not in there currently, then I can just type in whatever it is, and if I hit tab, it's going to pop this form up, and if I fill this out, then I've just added it to my equipment catalog. Now, it's very important to give everything a department. By doing this, when we print, we can group everything by department and by manufacturer. It just makes life a little easier. Now, so I'll just put it, let's say it's an amplifier. Now, another thing to know about the equipment catalog is certain things like departments have special qualities. Cables, mults, and snakes right now have special qualities. So if it's a cable or a snake, then your device is going to have a from and a to. So you can type information about each end. If it's a mult, then we know to print labels in a certain way. Now another thing we can do is we can put the label type. So I could say this thing is a large label. So now every time I add one of these, it's going to be a large label. And that should give you a basic overview of the equipment catalog.